Kioi Company Advocates is a law firm that specializes in providing legal services for SMEs. This is a broad range of services, including compliance, corporate law, contract law, alternative dispute resolution and mediation, as well as conveyancing and real estate services. All my life I have been doing business, and I have done different things while I was in law school. And I've always had a passion for business, and I'd always had a passion for law. And I knew it was just a matter of time for the two of them to come together. When I was doing business, one thing that I realized is that there was no one who was providing legal services to people who are like me. And so when it came time for me to merge my two passions together, I thought it was only natural for me to do that specifically in terms of providing legal services for SMEs.
I met Angela around 3 or 4 years ago. We were on the same board at Drake, Domain Registrars Association of Kenya. And Angela was helping the board at that time to articulate its issues in the technology world. So when we saw the kind of work that she was doing for Drake, I thought to myself that this would be a good addition to our company. And so we approached Kioi Company to be our legal representatives and also to be our company secretary. They helped us come in and put our board affairs in order. They helped us create the board structures. They helped us put some governance structures in the board. And that really went a long way in professionalizing how we are running the company. They also gave us services with our shareholder management and our shareholder engagement, because again, whenever we organize annual general meetings with our shareholders and our stakeholders, they come in and help us run those meetings and make sure that all the minutes are taken professionally and all the proceedings go according to the regulations and all shareholders are well taken care of. They give us services when it comes to contracts, because a company like ours deals with people in and out of the company, and those partnerships and those relationships are guided by the contract that we do. And the Kioi Company help us come up with professional contracts that protect us from any bad actors, and contracts that help our partners to give what they're supposed to do as per the contracts.
Let me take you back to the Corona time. It was around March. I had some outstanding funds to collect from 3 of my clients, and it had taken quite some time. And these are the clients, when you call, they don't answer, they're always busy. So what I decided is, let me talk to a debt collector first so that my money can be collected. I was tired of being taken round and round and being taken advantage of. So the debt collector told me the best way and the most professional way of going about it is to get legal advice. So they introduced me to Angela Kioi as a lawyer. Angela, from the beginning, she put me at ease. Because as a small business, when somebody doesn't pay you, especially for more than 6 months, you count that as a bad debt. But she was able, she even put herself in my shoes. And what she told me is, nobody should take advantage of you as a business, and you've already provided services to that company. So I was very happy with the way she put me at ease. She was very calm. Angela also now was not very judgmental, and she was not arrogant. And she was able to now take me through the processes on how we are going to get all this money back.
I'm pleased to be part of their clients for the last over 5 years, to which Kioi Advocates have been offering different services to my companies. One of them is just enabling the registration of the entities that we are running today. Working with them has been really a tremendous journey because they've been with us from the beginning. And secondly, on the area of doing company returns, of course, by Angela knowing when our companies were incorporated, it is obvious that she would know when to do the company returns. And so she has been faithfully alerting us when the company needs to be paid for, when the returns need to be done, and in a very seamless manner. The third area where we've been dealing with them is in the area of property sales, where we have also been involved in real estate and constructed some apartments which she was able to liaise with the buyers of our apartments and manage the wholesaling process.
Kioi Company actually did a survey earlier this year where we were just inquiring from SMEs what exactly, when do they get legal services, for what particular legal services do they need, and what are their barriers, because we really wanted to understand what is this that is prohibiting SMEs from getting legal services. And interestingly enough, majority of the people said the two major barriers were cost, and the second one was not being able to understand or connect with what the lawyer was saying, what their advocate was saying. And that is actually what we have come to address. So first of all, when it comes to cost, we pride ourselves in understanding our SME client, understanding their capabilities, and understanding that, as legal services, what value we are offering to them. And our costs reflect that value that we're bringing to your business.
As a business, we look at costs from what does it cost us not to have these legal services? What does it cost us not to have this legal partner? And you have to look at things like what happens to your business if there is breach of contract, if the partners you've gone into business with do not hold up their end of the bargain. What happens to your business when that happens? And this is why we recommend, or we like Kioi Company, because their advice allows us to avoid those costs of not having good professional legal advice. Their pricing structure, their cost structure is built in a way to allow businesses to benefit from the value that they bring in, and therefore the cost does then not become an issue for the business.
The second thing that we look at, and we really pride ourselves in, is being able to explain to SMEs, and in a manner in which they'll understand how different things affect them. So as opposed to having very legalistic language, as opposed to just talking with legalese and not really explaining to them, coming to them and explaining to them how a contract affects them, what a particular clause means in a contract, why it's important for them to file their annual returns, for them to update their beneficial ownership register. So what we do is that we are able to take this heavy information and pass it on in a way that is educative, that is empowering to SMEs.
What I've seen with that profession is you'd find people who are not as competent, and then they are very costly, and then they'll take you around with the jargon. With Angela Kioi, what I saw is she broke down the jargon, so she was able to talk to me in a layman's language, and I was able to understand what exactly was going on.
25th November 2020, to me, is an exciting day. It's the culmination of 5 years of working with SMEs, trying to understand their needs, learning about their habits, and learning exactly what services they need and what their pain points are and how I can help them. So for me, that day is the day when, first of all, we let people know that Kioi Company advocates, we are here, and we are here for you, the SME. And secondly, and I think very exciting for me, is we are going to be launching our website, which will have a virtual legal services suite. So from there, any client can be able to either upload a contract for it to be reviewed, can upload their terms for them to have a contract prepared on their behalf, can get their company incorporated, can get their company compliance and statutory obligations taken care of, or they can set up virtual meetings or phone calls with us if they need specific legal advice. So the reason for us to do this was because we wanted to be able to reach our clients wherever they are, that we are not only bound by location, that it doesn't matter where you're in Kenya, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can actually get legal services that are geared towards you as an SME.
I would highly recommend Kioi and Company to any small and medium business owner to make sure that they have their contracts, they have all their things together in their business.
I would recommend all businesses to use professional services. And from our experience, in this case legal services, I would recommend Kioi Company as your legal partner.
We congratulate them for taking this bold step of rebranding and giving us a new look, which we believe is going to usher them to the next 10, 20, 30 years and beyond of offering legal services to SMEs, medium-sized companies, and also serial entrepreneurs like ourselves.